Times with my little bro Giannis, where we talk basketball, NBA basketball. Of course, I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Also, I need you to check us out every Sunday right here on Instagram live at 4 o'clock, 6 Central. You can check us out on Facebook, TikTok, X, and all the other platforms that you need to see our live podcast, man. Brody, how you doing and what we got going on today, bro? Wait, I have to say this. We missed y'all last Sunday. My brother went on vacay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How was your trip?
Trip was phenomenal. Trip was phenomenal. Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm back. So let's talk basketball, man. This week, we are actually going to talk about the NBA free agency and what transpired this summer, and what's to go forward. Two, we're going to talk about my freaking Golden State Warriors. But let's start this episode off with the news of the week, the breaking news. LeBron James has announced that he intends to sign with the Philadelphia 76ers. There's been pandemonium in Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, your local folk. The Philadelphia government announced that it's LeBron James Day. So after 24 days of holding out, LeBron James announced that he's going to Philadelphia. How do you feel about it, bro?
Disappointed.
Disappointed.
I really wanted him to sign with the Warriors. I really did. I wanted to see that Steph, Draymond, and LeBron connection. But this is something that I would have thought this would have been the last team on the list because of all this. Because at the end of the day, it's only one ball. They literally have 5 players who can do something, you know?
Yep.
So it was like, I feel like this is a take the back seat and only show it when I need to roll that LeBron is taking. I feel like it's championship or bust. And if he doesn't win it, it's not going to be Embiid. It's not going to be Maxey. It's not going to be Jaylen. It's going to be him. And I don't think it's a good look. I like, if he wasn't going to do the Warriors thing, the Cleveland thing was the story that fit, the full circle story. He comes back, and whether or not he wins a championship or not, you know, he's still gonna have the farewell tour and all this stuff. But now he's on. This is Philly, man. We know Philly media. We know the Philly fans. They do not play that. If they don't win it, it's gonna be a thing, and it's gonna be a thing about, well, we signed it, and now, right now, it's, we got LeBron James. Everybody signed LeBron James Day. When they start losing, or if they lose, it's going to be like, why did we believe in a 42-year-old? Why did we think that a 42-year-old can take us to the promised land? Because we have to remember, Philly has not won nothing. And Embiid has not completed his mission at all to getting this team to at least the finals. Because he can't stay healthy. Because at the end of the day, with Maxey, Edgecombe, and all them, this is Embiid's team. So now they have to, y'all thought y'all seen, what's the word for it? When they sit somebody, load management. Y'all think y'all done seen some load management?
Yeah.
They team should be the load management 76ers. That's what this team should be called. Because LeBron and Embiid are going to be playing one day of the back-to-backs for the whole season.
As they should. 42-year-old in December in LeBron James, like you said, will be blamed if they lose. But that also means he should be blamed if they win, right?
Yeah, but the East has got a lot better, though. So it's going to be hard. It's a double-edged sword because
yeah.
it's going to be really hard for him to win. But at
Oh
the same
yeah.
time, if he doesn't win, it's going to be like, we brought you here to help us win.
um, yeah, the NBA Eastern Conference is unreal this year. I don't think in my lifetime I've ever seen the NBA Eastern Conference be this stacked.
You
And
lying.
the Detroit
You
Pistons
lying.
and hold on, and the
Okay.
Detroit Pistons and the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks, Cleveland, Toronto, even Atlanta, Paulo Banchero out in Orlando, Miami Heat with Giannis now. Indiana got to come back now because Tyrese Halliburton doing windmills between the legs now. Washington got Anthony Davis and Trae Young. The Eastern Conference is at least 10 teams deep.
Well, this is not. This is not. This is the Jordan era Eastern Conference was the stronger conference. We can't forget that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not just because of Jordan either. They really had good teams throughout the East, throughout those eras in the Jordan era. The East was a stronger conference. It wasn't around until the Kobe era when it started switching to where the Western Conference was the stronger conference because then you had Rasheed, you had Kobe, Shaq, you had Garnett, you had Marbury over there, you had Warriors, you had Dallas. You had, the Utah Jazz. You had elite teams in the West during that Kobe era. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't the first time that we've seen the East be a strong conference. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that it remains to be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We have to like, even though with all these teams have to come together and play. So that's the only thing. It's like if these teams can find the chemistry quick and get it together, then we might have something. The East might have something to say. I see we have some comments. What you see?
yeah. Pac the legend. What up, Pac? He said outside of that one semifinal series, I agree. So he's talking about the Kawhi Leonard shot. Who's going to get hurt first, Embiid or LaFleur from A Roman 731? Bron isn't injury prone though. Pac the legend. At 42, we haven't seen this before. His age won't help him with injuries. That's a fact. Spurs as well. It's still Knicks in 5. So
That's
that's
our
definitely
local
gonna
Knicks
be
fan right there. Of course, he believes the Knicks in 5. Knicks are done. You enjoy this. Hold on to this until the season start. Enjoy it. The Knicks are done. They caught the East right in a perfect time of transition where a lot of the teams were who they were supposed to be this year. Celtics, Sixers going into the playoffs. There was a lot of teams that weren't who they needed to be in the East this year, so it kind of made an easy route for the Knicks going to the finals. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the teams that they should have had a harder series with, their players weren't 100%. This year, if the teams can play out the way they do, Knicks are going to be I ain't gonna say not the favorite, but I'm just gonna say they're not gonna have as easy as road as they did going into the playoffs. It's gonna be hard for them to repeat, and not to mention the fact that we haven't had a repeating champion in probably 4 or 5 seasons, 6, 7, 8 seasons. So I think the Warriors with
yeah
Durant
worst last team to
with the
repeat.
last team to repeat. So it's I don't see the Knicks even making it to the finals, conference finals, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because we still have to have injuries. We still have to go through the season. With them being the team with the most chemistry out of all the teams right now, because they're bringing back their core, they have the highest percentage of getting to a conference finals. But finals, man, if the Heat put a team together, when have we seen a bad Heat team where they didn't have a guy like this and they didn't do good. We had to when have we seen? We don't know what Indiana's going to do.
Uh,
And the Wizards is probably one of the most dangerous teams healthy.
yeah.
Asa could be just 70 to 80% of what he was in the summer league. AD and Trae Young got the rest. There's a lot of teams in trouble.
Yeah, I still stand by my statement saying the Eastern Conference has never been this good in my lifetime. But it all right. Do you think Joel Embiid changes, or do we see a different Joel Embiid now that LeBron is there with the Sixers?
I don't want to think we are because he's going to delegate more than he needs to because he's going to feel like we already heard him. This is their team. You shouldn't be that guy saying that. And I understand that he's trying to make the younger guys feel good about their position team. But at the end of the day, this is his team. He has to play like Joel Embiid at the end of the day, even with LeBron, in order for them to
win. With yeah, because LeBron is 42 or about to be 42 in December.
I mean, even though Jalen is there, but
that's crazy.
Embiid has to be Embiid. He has to be. He has to be. He's the X factor. Like Jalen is going, because this is what I'm saying. Everybody's so excited about this team, but VJ, Maxey, Maxey and Jalen are the same players.
Yeah,
they're essentially the same guy on offense. I ain't gonna say on defense, but on offense, they're the same guy. They're all slashers. There's nobody you can stick in the corner. And you, in this league, in this day and age, you have to have both. You have to have, and I'm talking about at the from small forward to point guard position, through those three positions, point guard, shooting guard, small forward. You have to have a guy who's willing to sit in the corner or sit in the wing. They don't have that. They have a bunch of guys who need the basketball, come off a pick, or slash to the basket, including their power forward. LeBron is not a corner guy. You can't stick him in the corner like Draymond said he would do. You can't do that. And we've seen that not to be the best version of LeBron. So,
of course not.
So it's like now, and then we got Joel who don't want to post. Now we got your center and your best 3-point shooter.
Come on, man.
Want that?
Come on, man.
Do we really want that? No, seriously, he is. He's their best 3-point shooter.
He not. He does third, fourth best 3-point shooter now. Fifth.
No, like VJ doesn't get threes like whatchamacallit. I'm talking about somebody. We done seen Joel take it back, hit a three. I'm talking about so far as a guy that you can throw it to after the defense done collapse. He can hit a spot up three. Them guys ain't spot up 3-point shooters. No. VJ, Maxey, Jalen, they're not. I'm talking about in that regards, their best 3-point shooter. A guy who can also just sit there, catch the ball and shoot, and a guy who can dribble, step back and shoot. It's Joel. You don't want your center not around the basket on offense.
Yeah, so that's Tyrese Maxey. And then 2, they just signed KCP to the Philadelphia 76ers. So that's your corner guy. Now, will he start? I don't think so. He should, in my opinion. I would actually bring VJ off the bench and let him be the sixth man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish.
I will let VJ come off the bench. Let him be the sixth man and try to win 6 man in a year. I do think this is going to do 2 things, in my opinion. This is going to stunt VJ Edgecombe's growth.
Thank you.
In a way, because he's so young and because he has the talent that he has, he warrants being a number 1 or maybe number 2 option somewhere else, though. Not on this team, just somewhere else. So this is going to be a learning year for him, which is going to be great because he's going to have a guy like LeBron James and Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown to learn from. It's just he's young, and I think he should come off the bench to give him more room to play his natural role. Two, what this is also going to do is why I was advocating for Brown to come to the Warriors. Is Brown going to have to kind of play out of character in order for Sixers to win? Because in the modern NBA, everyone plays a role. You have to play a role. You got to play a role. That's just what it is. This is how you win. You play a role. Brown is used to having a ball in his hands, used to making all the decisions, used to being late Captain America. Well, you got Jaylen Brown, who's also won a championship. You probably have arguably the head of the snake in Tyrese Maxey and another arguably head of the snake in Joel Embiid, who's probably, when he's healthy, is going to demand the ball. This is going to be interesting because on paper, they have enough talent to win the NBA Finals. They really do. But we've seen this before where you have all the talent but can't figure it out. A la the Brooklyn Nets, a la with KG, Paul Pierce, a la the Celtics.
First year Heat.
A la, the first year Heat, the Kobe Bryant Lakers when they got Karl Malone and Gary Payton, or when they had Steve Nash. It just.
Well, I see this. That's a good analogy. I think that's where I see this team. This team is that version of the Lakers. Except Gary Payton ain't Maxey. Maxey is definitely better than Gary Payton at that particular time, you know.
Yeah.
But this is what that is. You can put Karl and LeBron on the same level because before Karl got hurt, he was killing. You know.
He was.
And then he got hurt, and they, you know what I'm saying. So in that regard, if Embiid gets hurt, this team ain't beating nobody in the East. Embiid has to be. This is the most crucial year of Embiid's life. Forget LeBron. Embiid has to win a championship within this 2-year window with LeBron, or where he's going to be a forgotten center. Simple. He's not going to where he's because we done had enough of this dude. The process has been processed, my dude. Like, you have to the first thing you need to do is LeBron. Where you be working out, bro?
what supplements you taking? What are you eating?
What are you eating? Where do you
What's your sleep pattern?
Do I go with you in Miami? Like, what's up, bro? Like, that's who's the dude that like keeps your knees together, all that stuff. That's the very first thing he needs to ask LeBron as soon as he touched down is, can I work out with you? Whatever it is, I need your nutritionist, your trainers, everybody. I need that spacesuit you be sleeping in. I need that hyperbaric thing. I need the tub. I need everything you got. I need, just write it down, and then I send that to my banker. You see that? I need everything on that list right there. That's the first thing he needs to do, messing with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He need to get his body right. Now, LeBron version of Embiid, health-wise, people are in trouble.
If I can interject, if I'm Embiid, I'm calling LeBron James and I'm saying this. You're moving in with me, brother. Don't worry about finding an apartment or a house out here. You're moving in with me. My 7th bedroom is fit for a king. If not, I will rebuild my house to fit all of your things in it.
Yes.
And when you wake up, I wake up. When you go to sleep, I go to sleep. When you eat, I eat. When you work out, I work out. When you shoot, I shoot. It's just how it's gonna be, bro.
2 years. It's just these 2 years. And you ain't got to worry about me no more. For these 2 years, you my roommate.
You my roommate. Yeah. I'm kicking my wife out there.
Like, for real. Because LeBron is gonna be on some like Kevin Hart. Help me. Man, like, you know what I'm saying? I need you to be healthy in these playoffs, bro. I don't care about the regular season. We gonna make the playoffs. I don't care if we 4th, 5th, 6th. We gonna make the playoffs. I just need you to be healthy when we get there, because I can get us over the mountain. I just need you to get us halfway up the hill.
Okay, so are the Sixers good enough to make the playoffs if, let's say, Bron and Embiid both miss 40 games apiece?
No, they don't have enough depth.
Mm,
They only can miss the little limit, 20, something like that. They definitely can't miss 40. If they go in there 500, I don't see them, not in this new East. They're not going to make it in their 500. That's not gonna happen. Not in this new East. Not with all these teams, because we still, like I said, we still got Toronto, Atlanta. You can't forget Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They're a good regular season team. You know what I'm saying? So they really,
agreed.
like you said, 8, 9 teams. So that puts you out of the running if you're a 500 team. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like the West in the 2000s where it was teams that was like 500 but still making the playoffs and stuff like that, because the West was just so deep. So even the top teams was just only 30 with 30 games, 40 whatever, 50 and 30. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But yeah, the East is going to be deep. So you do not want to be one of the teams fighting for playing. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody at the bottom is going to be hungry. But it's all depending on health, because a
I'm,
lot of the teams that we have to worry about have players who are injury prone.
I'm gonna get into some of these comments. AMG clothing. Embiid kneecaps are going to be oxtail by the end of
Wow.
the year. Park the legend. Everyone is used to
Canada.
having the ball and their center doesn't play in the post. Park the legend also said they're going to need to play 5 out on offense. Hey, Roman, analytically speaking, LeBron will play at least 50 games. Joel Embiid will play 45. Biggest bust to be seen by a team. MG Clothing, yeah, they're bigger bust than the Nets from a couple of years ago. Um,
Yeah, AMG, that's my homeboy Twomp. We played up in Canada together, man. That's my dog right there.
so check this out. Jaylen Brown
Slim,
just demonstrated.
sorry.
You good?
No, Slim said, "What's up, brothers?" At the thing, I was saying, "What's up to Slim?" My bad.
Oh, okay. Slim, what up, bro? Jaylen Brown just demonstrated that he doesn't need a lot to carry a team to the playoffs at a high seed at that. Remember, Boston Celtics finished second in the East. He know what he's doing. But you're giving Jaylen Brown a Tyrese Maxey that's stepping into his prime. So you got a Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown. You still got VJ Edgecombe. You still got they just signed Dean Wade. They got KCP. They got this LeBaron Philon is a rookie that Philly just signed, picked up in the first round. Dude is good. This rookie class is it's kind of crazy.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
One ball,
Yeah,
one ball, and
yeah,
that team around Jalen, regardless of everybody want to call them throwaways or whatever, was a good team because he had shooters. He had people
yeah.
that if they collapsed on him, he can kick it out. Pritchard and the other, white guys with names I can't really pronounce. They had people that they don't have that. It makes it like spreading of the basketball makes a difference. I
Yep.
don't see him collapsing and kicking it out to Maxi, and we see him in the upper 30s and 40s in 3 points from standstill. I don't see that. I don't. And BJ is Dwayne Wade all over again. This is like
Okay.
the dude I most agree with you with is this is really going to stunt his growth because he's potentially going to be the defensive guy. It's going to be
Yeah.
him and Jalen guarding the hardest defenders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Except Jalen is going to get the ball on offense, and DJ is going to get stuck in the corner somewhere. The 6-man role doesn't work out too good for him because of the fact that they have a complete 5. So it's going to be hard for him to have 30-minute nights. if you need KCP to stand in that corner with the other four guys. It's going to be really hard for that. And it's going to be hard for him because he's never going to be on the floor where it's just going to be just VJ. They're never going to put a complete another five with him as the lead guy on the floor because they don't have the depth. So another star is always going to be on the floor with him at some point during the game. And it's probably going to be the younger guy who plays his position, and that's the dude you was just talking about. The draftee, or it's going to be Maxey. So it's never going to be a time where he's on the court where it's just going to be about VJ, and VJ needs that. That dude is – VJ is hell. That dude is raw as hell. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Like I say, he plays like D Wade to me. That's who he plays with, and he has to have that. So, like you said in another part, it's going to take him having to go somewhere else in order for him to become VJ. With this team, it's going to stun his growth. You know what I'm saying? He's going to remain like a 12-point, 13-point a game player. You know what I'm saying? Around him unless he decides that F them. I'm not passing the ball to LeBron. I'm not passing the ball to Embiid. I'm not passing the ball to Maxey. I'm going for my 20 tonight. And then we're talking about Embiid. We're talking about Maxey. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this becomes a frequent thing, how often are they going to not trip?
Yeah, he would have to be an efficient scorer, but I'm just getting back to that lineup without Bron and Embiid is Maxey, VJ,
Jalen,
KCP, and Dean Wade. All of those guys are 35% and above three-point shooters. They'll be okay. Lastly,
bro, like you say that because these dudes got the ball. Jalen's gonna have the ball.
Jalen and Maxey, yeah,
they're gonna have the ball. So, like I say, chemistry, positioning, people that surround. Like LeBron's best time as a player is when he had one other guy that can slash and kind of like do what he do, or create shots, and everybody else is shooters. This has been the best version of LeBron on every team that he's won with. This ain't that.
No.
Everybody flasher. Everybody gotta get a pick and roll. Everybody gotta, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta take 2 or 3 dribbles. It's not that. This is gonna be hard chemistry wise because it's not like if VJ develop a 3-point shot and Maxey improves on his 3-point shot, then yeah. But if they stay in the 35 range, that's not going to be good enough for when you play some of these other teams that have shooters like that.
That's why that KCP signing was so big for the Sixers. Like that changes a lot because you're right, they didn't have that. But don't know like Tyrese Maxey is damn near 40% from the three. Jaylen Brown can shoot that thing. And matter of fact, Jaylen Brown just showed a video of Jaylen Brown practicing lethal shooter on the line. So Jaylen Brown know what time it is. He's the smartest man in the NBA. You just saw a video yesterday of LeBron James and Tyrese Maxey in the gym already.
What's the comments right there? What Pac said?
All right. Pac, somebody got to be able to spot up and shoot the three. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Facts, Pac. That makes sense. Yeah, that's Tyrese Maxey can hit that three at a high clip. KCP can hit that.
Shooter, though.
I'm talking about spot up. Yes, Tyrese Maxey got a strap on him. He ain't Steph Curry, don't get me wrong, but Tyrese Maxey got a strap.
But you gotta have a dude that's close to that. It's like he got strapped if he can touch the ball. If once again we got LeBron, we got Embiid, we got VJ, we got Jalen. He has to be able to I can see him shooting 40% if he's shooting 2 threes, because that's all he's gonna get. You gotta think Jalen is coming into this with something to prove. And we don't know everybody, like, regardless of the fact that everybody's saying they cool, it has to play out on the court like that.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey is 38.3% as a spot up 3-point shooter. I'm saying
But I'm
that's
saying though,
elite.
but he ain't never just had to be that guy though. He had a combination of things. So if he spot up shooting and he's only shooting 2 and that's a higher percentage, that don't mean nothing. Now we talking about he has to be 4 and 5 and 6 spot up shots now, because now we got Jalen going to the hole. We got LeBron going to the hole and kicking out. We got Embiid going to the hole and kicking out. So we jumping from 2 and 3 spot up shots to where you could have a good percentage between those. If you made 3 out of the 4, if you made 2 out of the 4, you still at 50%. But now we're talking about 6 and 7 shots. We've seen, because we cannot forget, we've seen Maxey kind of delegate more than take over during this playoff runs. We just seen it last year.
Who who do you think's gonna have the ball like the
Jalen,
most?
Jalen, Jalen,
I
Jalen is going to
disagree
be
with
the
you.
MVP candidate this year, because and not because
Uh,
I think he forces it. I think he forces it, and it because the other thing is if he becomes too passive, it can be
okay,
detrimental to this team.
okay. This is Tyrese Maxey team. Forget everything that you've heard. This is Tyrese Maxey team. Jalen Brown got traded to the Sixers. This
I
is
don't mean that.
Maxey's team.
We saw that with
Two,
LeBron and D Wade. Dude, LeBron got
we
traded to
did.
the team. Everybody was talking about D Wade. D Wade had to
Yeah.
relinquish the spot to the better player. Jalen Brown is a better player than Maxey. Period.
Two, he is. He is a better player than Maxey.
He has a
But this
better
is Maxey's team.
team. We seen Maxey collapse. We saw it in the damn home series with the Knicks.
We did. We did.
He mentally
Almost the whole series.
collapsed. In Jalen, it wasn't Jalen that lost these playoffs. It was his teammates. Jalen is Jalen throughout the season. This is regardless. I hear what you're saying. I understand that this is supposed to be Maxey's team, but once
Yeah,
Jalen,
but you ain't let me finish. This is Tyrese Maxey team. Jalen Brown will play second fiddle at first. But Jalen Brown is also going to have his fair share of getting downhill, getting the ball. They can play off each other. Again, this is why I thought Bron should have went to the Warriors, because he's not going to be able to play as LeBron James.
mm-hmm.
This is going to be a Jalen Brown, Tyrese Maxey tandem. Everyone else will have to fit in around those two. Even Joel Embiid, which healthy, I think Joel Embiid is the best player on the Philadelphia 76ers, if healthy, but he's never healthy. And this has now become a big ass if at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He's never healthy. This is going to be Jalen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, and everybody else fits in, which Bron, Embiid, KCP are all high IQ players, super high IQ. They understand that Bron is 42. Embiid understands he's never healthy. VJ better understand that he's young. They'll have to figure it out around those two. Can we give a round of applause to Bob Myers? Probably the greatest GM of this decade, man.
Best GM of the day, probably the last 20 years. Forget the last 10.
Dude.
No, like 15. I think he joined the Warriors back when they was first getting started, so around that time. So maybe last 15 years. He's probably, when he's actually on the team controlling something. This dude is amazing, bro. He's a black dude and a white guy skin to me. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because he's just cool as hell, bro. It's nothing like having a dude who get it. Like, bro, come here. Look at this. Bron, check this out. See this lineup, bro? Like,
hey.
Put you right here. Now look at this lineup.
Now look at this lineup. Come on.
Even what I did with the Warriors, though. Like, just give me a couple of years. If you don't get it this year, you're going to get that fit. You know what I'm saying? And Bob is he was one of them dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? We call them wiggers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just fit in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bob is at the family reunion and you like, who do I got? Oh, that's Bob. What are you talking about? That's the homie right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? And this is another Bob Myers special. Like, if he wins the championship with this team, he's probably going to be like one of the first when he retires, the first Hall of Fame, like, manager owner dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? To go in first ballot. Like, besides Presti. Presti is,
Yeah,
Presti is a genius.
Presti, Presti is a genius. Oh yeah, we got comments. Hey, T Streets is here. What up?
Look, man.
Let me see. Can't compare.
You joining
LeBron. Let
joining
me
the
see.
podcast today?
If we're thinking about preserving LeBron, he needs to come off the bench.
That
That's
ain't
LeBron James, brother. That's LeBron James.
You want people to show up,
Uh,
we got to start, Playboy.
and that's A Roman 731. AMG Clothing. LeBron just ruined another young core as usual. As usual. That's
You talking
crazy.
about that Lakers team with Lonzo and them.
With Julius Randle, who
Lonzo,
can't go
Brandon,
right. Lonzo, who injury
Brandon
prone.
Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, who we had these high. Man, come on, man. A Roma 731, two different players. Pac the legend, he's a two-way player at that. A Roma 7, I think he's two-way player at that. I think he's talking about Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, he's talking about
A Roma 731 can't compare them at all. He killed off the Lakers' deciding young core for some mediocre years. They won a championship, AMG Clothing.
that. No, they didn't
That's
win
crazy.
like 3 years later, though. He right about that. They didn't win until like 3 years later, though. It took them a
It
long.
was
It was the
it was
bubble.
2 years. It was 2 years later,
Uh,
and the Lakers hadn't won anything even in the years Kobe was there. They hadn't won anything for like 8 years. Bro, that's crazy. Uh, T Streets, yeah, LeBron is a team killer. A Roman 731. Someone will be traded during the season. Where y'all getting this from? T Streets, peace and
I can't
blessings.
say
Yep.
he's a team killer because he's won championships everywhere he goes. So you can't say that about a guy who's actually won championships at every stop that he's had. But they're talking about the way people, when the GM effect was happening, where he was getting younger guys kicked off teams rebuilt around trying to win. But at the end of the day, he got results. Every single team, whether it was 1, 2, or whatever, they won a championship. So I can't say he's a team killer if every stop he got a ring.
That's crazy. Okay. The T Streets, they're not done yet. That KCP pickup and more to come. It's coming soon. Yeah, facts. The LeBron effect. Now the 76ers are going to be held accountable for LeBron mistakes. Okay. Yeah, we got LeBron haters here. I see what's going on. We replacing the Rocky statue with Bron. Hey, the mayor just declared it LeBron Day. AD going to find a way to get to Philly. Josh Hart, etc. Oh, Draymond Green injuries at the wrong for that young Lakers team. Yeah, okay. Usually players who have proven not to be ready. Yeah, okay. So yeah, man, you don't. If you like I say, if you want to win, put Booby in, man. It's the same thing with LeBron. If you want to win, get LeBron James, bro. It's as simple as that.
Probably not.
And
You don't know that about that. Um,
yeah,
I will give him that. I will give him that. Resume wise, it doesn't look good to me. You know what I'm saying? They did a little thing where they put Steph got 4 champions, 1 team. LeBron got 4 championships, 5 teams. So you know what I'm saying? But this is a new era. This is not the era where you kind of like stick with your team. I think the last of that was Anthony Cupo and Curry. Those are the last of the stay with your team guys. Or Kobe, essentially, probably was the last of your whole career stay with one team guys. Him and Steph, because Giannis has got Drake. But um, if you look at it in that scope of things of what this new NBA is with players teaming up and stuff, LeBron would be that guy, the poster guy of being able to go to another team, the assassin, drop him off a plane with a parachute, get you a championship. He would be that, you know what I'm saying, that hitman, like, hey, LeBron, we need a ring. All right, here I go. You know what I'm saying? And he comes, and it might take a year or two, but you get a ring out of it. So at the end of the day, like, that's what it's about. You can talk about all the changes he made, the teammates he got traded and everything. But at the end of the day, if it produces a ring, you got to give him his props for that.
Bro, I don't. If okay, as a Warrior fan, if you came to me and told me, look, we're going to trade your guys that you've had for 2 or 3 years, or we're going to in return get a superstar and we're going to win a championship the second year. Do you want to go with the for certain? This guy's been to the promised land, 9 championships. I mean, been to 9 NBA finals in a row. Versus, I don't know these guys. They might do something. I don't know. Give me the championship berth every time. Every time. As a Warriors fan, yes,
But you got
give
to
me the
understand,
championship berth.
you're talking to people from an era where that didn't happen, though. Majority of
Yeah.
my fan base is got people that's in my closer to my age range. Well, your age range because you're not that much younger than me. But you have a scope like which I've always taught you, and you've always been around this. To always look at things past the front. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of household we was raised in. You know what I'm saying? So we never was taught to just look at things black and white. We always want to know the red, blue, white, and yellow too. You know what I'm saying? So like you're looking at things in the scope of like he does his job when he gets to a team. I feel you and I understand. That's why I gave him props for that. But you got to understand, we come from an era where people didn't do that.
Yeah, this is
You hear you hear these older players like, I didn't want Jordan help. I didn't want to go. I wanted to whoop Jordan. I didn't want Hakeem help. I wanted to beat Carl. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So it was a different. And the Westbrooks, the KGs, like KG didn't want to go to Boston, but he just knew if he wanted to get one, I gotta bust a move. You know what I'm saying? But in his mind, if he could, I would have stayed in Minnesota the whole time and won it. So you got to think you're talking to people that follow our podcast from that mindset. It's like, no, you stay with your squad and you fight through the struggles. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think, all right, most people go is MJ, and he did it. He lost to Pistons. He lost to the Celtics. It took him 7 years to get it, but once he got it, it was on. Once he won one, it was a freaking wrap. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're talking to people from that area, it's kind of, we look at it like that. Like, dude, like, you know what I'm saying? You'd have been on 5 different teams. Like,
we are now in the player empowerment era. So I will not ever come down on these guys for doing things that are right for their pockets and for their careers and for their legacies. But any one of y'all wanna talk to me about this? AMG Clothing, A Roman, T Streets, holla at your boy. This is what I talk about all week long. Now we kind of spent 45 minutes on this, so let's jump into what the F for my Warriors doing.
yeah.
Nothing. Yay!
Absolutely
My Warriors
nothing.
did nothing.
They just wasting.
I hate you, Dunleavy. You stupid son of a. So
Oh,
yeah, we got to get rid of Dunleavy.
I will give him this.
We
Go ahead.
okay. All right. Well, I want to get rid of Mike Dunleavy. I think it's the worst thing that ever happened to the Warriors in this modern era of basketball. Every single team in the offseason did something. Something. They signed somebody for some other team. They traded. They moved some pieces around. This was one of the most special off seasons, one of the most involved off seasons probably ever. But the Warriors did absolutely nothing. And right now we got Draymond Green sitting in free agency unsigned. So you know what? We'll tie both of these together, these free agency Warriors thing, because this has been a sad offseason. Somebody on a golf course had to call or tell Steph Curry that LeBron signed with Philadelphia 76ers. He didn't hear it from LeBron or the front office or anything. And he was trying to play it off like it didn't affect them, but it did. You can feel it. We got a Jimmy Butler who won't be back to after All-Star break.
Possibly.
We got Moses, possibly. We got a Moses Moody who won't be back to after All-Star break, possibly. We just signed Tingus Pingus to a 2-year, $40 million deal. He ain't played a full season probably, I don't think, his whole career. We got Draymond Green sitting in free agency. There were rumors out there about extending Brandon Brzezinski's contract.
The league's most underrated player by the players.
Overrated player by the players.
Yeah.
This is I am on record in saying Steph Curry should leave because this is why this is the player empowerment era. I think Steph Curry should go play for the San Antonio Spurs and team up with Wemby and try to come out the West. And I only say that as a Warrior fan because he's our most valuable asset and we have nothing. We are trying to hold on to these first-round draft picks over the next 4 years that they mean nothing. Like AJ DeBonta, Cooper Flagg, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer can potentially never in their career crack the top 10 in NBA players. That potentially can happen. They could be, no doubt they are good players, but they may not ever become a top 10 player in the NBA. It's just how things play out. Just the luck of the draw. It's just injuries happen. There's other competition. Just stuff happens like that. And we're holding on to these first round draft picks like they're so special to us. We had a shot at getting Pascal Siakam. We had a shot at getting OG Anunoby. We didn't even make a call to trade Murphy or Herb Jones down here in New Orleans, or even Zion for that matter. What is the front office doing? What are they doing? They're taking these home run springs for Giannis, didn't pan out. For LeBron James, didn't pan out. And now Steph Curry has spent the last 3-4 years injured because he had to carry so much weight.
Quentin Post too.
That's right. And we traded Quentin Post. We lost Quentin Post. Like it's.
I see the disappointment in your face. What I will say is, you called this a long time ago when we were talking about what the future of the Warriors were, and you had said this maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes where you was like, they need to trade him in order to try to get assets. There's nothing the Warriors can do, even including trading Steph Curry, that's going to save them. Unless we have a draft like this one. See, the one thing that is beautiful about drafts is they could potentially be a draft like the 96 draft, like the 2003 draft, like this draft if these players panned out. So there is a beauty and a science to whether or not a draft class could become a good class, and if they are a team within the top 5 and they get a good player that could change it around. Because that's how Steph, Clay, and Dre came apart. The Warriors built their team from draft picks. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like how it is now. How you saying they're saving their draft picks in order to get these players. That's how they ended up building the team that they got, by saving their draft picks and having these draft picks at the right time. And timing is everything. Steph isn't going anywhere. He's a Warrior for life, unfortunately. The Warriors,
probably why they made the moves.
There's nothing out here. There's no other incentives outside playing for Steph to come to the Bay. Anybody who's an Oakland person knows we've never, outside of Durant, we've never had a player just want to come to the Bay. Not one. And if you know your basketball history, you know this to be a fact. Not even from Chris Mullin days and the Run TMC days. No player has, outside of Kevin Durant, has been like, the Warriors is my go-to spot. So we can't forget that. There's nothing out here. There's no reason for a player to come play in the Bay Area. We have nothing. You can't get you're not going to get famous. It's no promotion. There's nothing out here where it's going to help your, like, We're one of the most big market, small market teams
Right. The
ever,
biggest small market team ever.
ever. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? Because we're really a small market team. We're just in Cali, where all the computer technology happens in our city, Silicon Valley. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, we don't got nothing. We don't got nothing. We don't have a football team. We don't have a baseball team. We have the Niners. You know what I'm saying? But the Warriors will be considered, I don't care where they at, on what side of the water are. They are the Golden State Warriors, Oakland. Straight up.
Straight up.
So nothing out here entices a player to come. Durant literally wanted to come just because he wanted to play good basketball with a player that's like-minded like him. Outside of that, nobody wants to come to the Bay Area. So the only upside to that is if these draft picks, like Yaxel, pan out and we get the reincarnation of the Warriors that got built through the draft. So on that regard, I can understand them trying to hold on to number one picks because to go back with your argument, we can't seem to land somebody. So even if we
Bro,
were to offer these picks, nobody wants to come play in the Bay.
I have a problem with not betting on Steph Curry. He figured the only way we win is that if we landed a big name like Giannis or LeBron James, when it's been proven if you give Steph just a solid team, along with Draymond, that he can get us over the top. So if he had signed a Pascal Siakam, if we had got a OG Anunoby, if we had got a Trey Murphy, like that would have, in my opinion, would have been enough. You don't want to see playoff. You don't want to see Steph and Draymond in a playoff series when he got just a little bit of help, man. Now this free agency, we still have a couple of names left. Draymond Green is a free agent. DeMar DeRozan is a free agent. Russell Westbrook is a free agent. And
Yes,
and James Harden is a free agent. I'm just saying these are the biggest names left in free agency.
I do not want to see James Harden in the Warriors uniform either. Get that up out of here.
Oh no, I'm not saying I want to sign any of these guys for the Warriors. I'm just saying these are the biggest names left in free agency.
The other two guys, I wouldn't mind if the Warriors. DeRozan, you can bump him over to shooting guard when Jimmy come back. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they give him a guy who can get a shot when he can be like what's his name for the Bucks?
What's his name for the Bucks?
He played when they won the championship.
Chris Middleton.
Middleton. I can see him being a Middleton in the playoffs. I can see him with him and Jimmy. You know, Jimmy, if he's not at his full capacity, I can see DeRozan in the fourth quarter if Steph ain't hitting, which is hardly ever. You know what I'm saying? And we need a bucket, give it to DeRozan. I can see him playing small forward, shooting guard alongside Jimmy, Steph, Yaxel, and Porzingis if he can get his heart right or his body right. I can see that. I would like to see, and he's already in SAC, and he's been there for a minute, so I know he got a house out here somewhere. He's from LA, so I know he got a house in LA. So he's right around the corner, literally damn near in an airplane or a helicopter. So I would push to get DeRozan on the Warriors if I was there.
T Street says somebody is going to Miami.
I would say this though. We can't forget though the Warriors did win summer league. Yaxel looks for real, and now I get to say some stuff about this.
Okay.
See Yaxel, a seasoned college player, come in and plays like a man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I like Caleb and I like Devonta or whatever, but out of all of them, the dude that plays like a complete team player and not just trying to shine in summer league and plays like a man and built like a man and looks like he understands the moment has been Yaxel, which played out in the Warriors team winning the summer league. I think this is a perfect example of a seasoned player who played a couple of college seasons. A Tim Duncan type dude who almost played his complete college. Did he play? Did he play all 4 years, or he played 3?
All 4 years.
Okay, that's even better. We have a Tim Duncan type dude come in, a complete player already, and he leads his team to a summer league championship. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is like one of those things where I say, when you come in as a man, it's different. When you young, because Devonta, Caleb, and all them were playing like they was playing in the damn what's the young team what is that?
The AAU, like
Yeah,
EYBL.
they were playing like the AAU. That's what they were playing like. Yaxel was playing like, I'm gonna get mine, plus I'm gonna get everybody involved type stuff. That's a person who's understanding, like, if these dudes don't touch the ball, they ain't gonna play defense. If these dudes don't touch the ball, they ain't gonna feel like they're part of the team. You know what I'm saying? And I think it played out on the court. And it goes back to where I feel like this league is too young, man. There's too many young dudes. There's no leaders in this league now. You know what I'm saying? And being old, if you're not LeBron or Steph or somebody like that, being old is costly in the league now compared to back in the day where every team had like a vet or somebody who helped these young players understand what it's like to deal with being in the league. And I think that teams should start looking at people like Yaxel, dudes had done played 2 and 3 seasons of college, then played on big stages and seen the big crowds and had the big losses and the big wins, as dudes that you draft instead of these dudes that are 18 and 19 years old who ain't seen nothing, did nothing, barely having sex and stuff like that, don't understand what life is yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is one of those moments with Yaxel that it proves to what I say. When you're a seasoned, when you're a man coming into the league and not a boy, it plays out.
T. Shree said he agrees with Gilbert Arenas. He said he can't be 24 and above getting drafted and not have an immediate impact. He's like, you got 2 years tops. If he's not a top 3 for rookie of the year or in the playoffs, I don't want to hear it. Park the Legend said that's facts. You should be ready because that's what college is for.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher said no, rookie of the year with the older players flash in a pan.
Flash in the pan for market.
Flash in a pan for marketing. So there have to be role players.
Flash in the pans are basically trying to sell tickets, jerseys, shoes. But Yaxel is the real thing. He's the guy who's not coming in for that. He's coming in to win. Because he like to me, he just gives off this vibe like, all right, I'm just here to win. And whatever comes with that, cool. But first and foremost, I want to get Steph over the hump.
Oh, okay. I misread. My fault, T Streets. He said no return on investment with the older players. Flash in the pan for marketing, etc. Have to be role players. And Populism said one and done players prove that they're too good for college. Okay, well, I think that's not a black and white thing. I do think both you and T Streets and Populism have points. Also, Jonathan Kuminga is a free agent as well, which is interesting.
For the Warriors, doesn't really mean anything. I think he's going to end up with the Lakers. I think the Lakers best suit him because of his attitude and his world views on his game. The LA would be perfect for him because he's Hollywood all the way.
If you go to LA, you're gonna mess up the civil rights hoops, man. I've been seeing a joke online about the Lakers playing Philly.
These are white only pies.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to. It'll make for good TV.
The Lakers gonna get their ass whooped. I don't want to hear that.
And also,
and LeBron gonna be. It's gonna be a lot of. There's gonna be a lot of that in that game. There's gonna be a lot of that. Luka gonna get it too. I know I'm your favorite dude, but
yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers gonna get their ass whooped. Look, check this out. Lakers have went back to the 60s. Okay, I don't know what they think they thought this was, but you're not gonna win nothing with a bunch of white guys who can't guard nobody. And your leading shot blocker is a guy who can't jump more than 4 or 5 inches off the ground. And Castle, Yexel, whatever his name is, like stop, it, bro. Like these dudes are what do you call them things? Um, Turnstiles. They're all turnstiles on defense. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Westman Kessler has a little bit of D, but that's after you shoot the ball. But so, like you get the ball in the air and he can find it, he might block it. But so far, if you got a guy like a Wemby or Embiid, he's barbecue, ribs, chicken, and tri-tip and everything else. But this is the first time I think we've seen a team go backwards.
Oh, yeah.
Now I will say this though: if Luka get these dudes to the Western Conference Finals, Luka to go. I don't want nothing about Luka again. I swear to God, I won't say nothing. He needs to go. Because if he can get to a Western Conference Finals, dude, I swear to God, he needs to go.
Yeah. Hey, I know I just got done bragging about the Eastern Conference, but the Western Conference still ain't nothing to be fooled with.
No, okay, so we got to talk about this before we leave. Portland Trailblazers.
Oh, what's up?
Ja Morant, because I don't think we talked about that last. Was he on the team last episode we had? Ja
Morant
we
said something.
Traded to the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
Stupid or not? Because they're going to ride with their 4-guard lineup or 4 swingman lineup.
So I thought it was dumb when it happened. A. Roman, the angry Puerto Rican, kind of put me on game when he said that Portland is somewhat building for the future. Dame is 37 years old, just coming off an Achilles. Whatchamacallit, Scoot Henderson has developed. He's actually coming to be the player that we thought he can be. That Scoot Henderson, Ja Morant backcourt would be the fastest backcourt in all the NBA if Ja Morant could keep his head right.
But it also would be the worst shooting backcourt ever in the NBA.
Yeah, it would be. But they also have Danny Avdia. I'm just saying they will be a young, good team. Like right now.
You serious?
If you a young, good team in the NBA, yeah. Scoot Henderson, Ja Morant, Danny Avdia, what's Yang Hansen?
Holiday. You forget they got Holiday.
No, I'm saying, okay. As of right now, if I'm the Portland Trailblazers, I'm probably starting Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, and you got to start Ja Morant. You have to. I'm saying in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, when they have a young Hansen, Scoot Henderson, Ja Morant, Danny Avdia, like that's a good. Oh, and Shaedon Sharpe.
Okay, so you saying that the Portland ain't worried about being nothing for the next 2 or 3 years? They just kind of want to like if they win, they win. If not, if not. You know what I'm saying? Because this squad is not going to be good.
Yeah, I think they'll make the playoffs.
What?
I think they'll make the playoffs.
Not if everybody healthy, they're not. They have no shooting outside of Dame. They have absolutely no shooting nowhere. Literally. Now I figure
Drew can make a 3-point shot. Dame can make a 3-point shot.
But he's not a 3-point shooter.
No, he's not.
They have that can shoot is Dame. Scoot, terrible 3-point shooter. Ja, absolutely a terrible 3-point shooter.
They are.
Drew Holiday is he's above average.
He's above average. Danny Avdia, he's decent.
Above average.
What I see happening is Dame taking Ja and Scoot under his tutelage and them figuring out how to shoot a little bit better than what they already do. That's what I see. Now, will it
Ja
happen? I don't know.
take it serious. Ja needs to hook up with Dame. And the same
Yeah,
thing is talked about Embiid and LeBron. Ja needs to be like, all right, Dame be like, bruh, come here, you moving with me. That's it. Like, you done with all the guns and the females and all that. Come on, little bruh. You coming to move with me, and we finna work on your shot. Everything that they saying you can't do, I'm finna help you change that. That's what
facts.
needs to do in order for Ja to save his career. He has to do that.
You're older than me, so I want to ask you this question because it was recently brought to my attention that Bleacher Report released a list of the greatest 3-point shooters of all time.
Uh-huh.
Dame just won his third 3-point shooting contest, coming off a bum Achilles. Do you have Dame being a top 5 3-point shooter in the history of the game?
After watching that summer league, that bubble, yes. That dude, he started that half court. Yeah, we gonna keep it 100. We saw Steph do it every once in a while, but Dame actually made it a thing. Like
Yeah,
he made it like to where like stopping at the half court line, it was like, oh, I'm in range. Well, like you know what I'm saying? Um, top 5, Jan. Oh,
yeah.
so hard.
I'm. That's why I'm asking you. I know
So
it's hard.
yeah, no, he's top 5.
Be,
Because you got to think the league didn't really have the first 30, 40 years of the league. 3-point was used more as a weapon. So even with the Reggies and Dale Currys and the Glenn Rices and the Larry Birds, because people, even though Larry Bird's a great shooter, he didn't shoot a lot of threes throughout his career. Everybody don't really understand. That's why his percentage was so high because he only shot like 2 or 3 a game.
correct.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys that people put on the pedestal as great 3-point shooter didn't really shoot a lot. You have to get to the Reggies and Dale Currys and who were specialists who shot threes. So yeah, he could be in the top 5. He can be in the top 5. Like that like it's like I said, it's moments in his career. The game winner on OKC, the game winner on Houston, the like I said, the bubble where his shot was just like that dude can shoot. Like you know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. So yeah, no, he would definitely be in the top 5. But the other 4 is Steph.
Hey, so Bleacher
Yeah.
Report had Dame
Steph
at
is the new Dyline in at this point. Dyline, Dyline,
Dylan,
Dyline.
Dylan,
Steph,
Dylan,
Steph,
Dylan.
Steph. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody remotely close to that dude. Like Reggie, Ray, none of them dudes. That dude is in a whole nother. Like what James Harden said. He said, I'll be first. Because Steph ain't even in the list with us. He's somewhere else sitting on planet shoot their lights out. And we're still on planet Earth. He's on planet shoot the lights out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So don't even put him on a list with me because it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Now me and everybody else, you started me and then everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Steph is in his own little atmosphere with this shooting. Like,
Who's your top 5 3-point shooters ever? Top 5.
Steph, Ray, Reggie, Dame. I know I'm missing somebody.
There's names out there. There's, like you say, Glenn Rice. There's Dale Curry. There's Klay Thompson. There's
So no, I take that back. So it would be Steph, Clay, Ray, Reggie, Dame.
I like that list. I like that list.
I don't know how I forgot. Oh God. Clay is just he's baby Steph. Like, you know what I'm saying? His 3-point was like he had that like you know when he shoot it, you go
Yeah, bro.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't get past the screen, and as soon as you see him do this, you like all right, just start running down and you're getting ready for offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a pocket in time where those two dudes was just like, don't let him shoot. Kick him. Stab him. Do something. Don't let him shoot the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Punch him. Just hit him. He light-skinned it. He'll fall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do something. Just don't let him shoot. And you know what I'm saying? And yeah, those the first dude I've ever watched in my whole basketball. that when they shoot, he was like, that's money.
Yeah.
100%. Like, you know what I'm saying? And even though it wasn't always money, you just, every time they shoot it, it was like, that's gonna go in. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Steph. Steph was like, oh, you didn't care where it came from. And then when he started not looking, it's like, come on, blood. This dude like, we over here playing video games on y'all. Like, bro, this dude is really Steph. Looking at your pitch. Did I make it? I know I did.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Doing all this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he made
Yeah.
shooting an art. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he made it a weapon of art. Like, no game safe. Like, Steph revolutionized what a 3-point shot is. Him and Clay did. They really like They changed the NBA.
Yeah, they
They
did.
were like the Iversons, the Michael Jordans, the people who set it trends and actually changed the look and how you played. And well, of course you got to put Shaq in there. Steph was this generation's revolutionization of the shot. You know what I'm saying? He made it to where Trae Young can get drafted because he made 4 or 5 threes in the game. Like, oh, he's the next Steph. Like, get him quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made it to where, you know, your guards have to be able to score again. Your guards have to be able to shoot again. Like, you know what I'm saying? It became that. So, like, Steph and Clay, they own their own little place. But yeah, that's my 5 though. Yeah, Steph, Clay, Ray, Reggie, Dame.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Bleacher Report had Dame at 9. They did have Steph at 1.
Who was their top 5?
What'd you say?
Who was their top 5?
I know Dame was at 9, and it just I was taken back. Matter of fact, let me pull it up.
Who are they gonna pull out? And because people keep forgetting, like it wasn't even a thing until the late 2000s.
So they got. Come on, give me the whole thing. Give me the whole thing. Give me the whole thing. They got Steph, Reggie, then Ray. Come on now. Y'all gonna... And Dennis Scott. That's funny.
Even with Dennis Scott, I will say this: Dennis Scott, he didn't shoot a lot of threes, but he was the guy who really made the transition 3 a real thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was the guy who made 3-pointers on a fast break become a thing. That was D. Scott. Like, don't let anybody else tell you different. D. Scott was the guy who invented transition threes.
No, they got D. Scott at 75. So they got Steph, Reggie, Ray. They got Kevin Durant at 4.
No.
They got Klay Thompson at 5.
Hell no.
They got Bird at 6.
Hell no.
They got Steve Nash at 7.
See, so what they going off is strictly just percentages. That's what that tells me. They're going off strictly percentages. They're not looking at eras. They're not looking at time frames because all that stuff plays a part. These guys had high percentages because they only shot 3 and 4 threes a game. You know what I'm saying? So when you come to this era, when you see guys like Steph and Clay and Dame and them where they're shooting 6 and 7 threes and 8 and 9 threes where they're shooting 30 and 40 and 50%. It's a big difference. It's
a huge difference. And what has to play a part in that is how they're shooting them. Like if you were a spot up shooter, you kind of fit in a different lane than the guy who's the number 1 option shooting threes.
Yeah.
Because the shots are different. So I feel like I would piss a lot of OGs off because I got Steph, then I got Dame, then I got Clay, then I got Reggie.
I'm sorry.
Then I got Ray.
I think you're just saying that because you love Dame, but Dame is not a better shooter than Klay Thompson. I love you. He might have a lot, maybe more crucial shots in moment at 3-pointers or whatever, but he is not even in Klay's realm of shooting.
So look, Klay Thompson got 1 3-point shooting contest. Dame got 3.
That don't mean nothing.
Dame is the number 1 option on every team he's ever played for. Klay wasn't.
I understand.
And I love me some Klay Thompson. And Dame is able to shoot almost nearly as good of a percentage as Klay Thompson as the number 1 option while getting doubled and triple team, while Klay got another guy getting doubled and triple team to shoot the 3.
Dude.
Klay Thompson is going to get his from a catch and shoot option. He's not going to
60 in 11 dribbles. Shut up.
And 61 dribbles, 37 points in 1 quarter. I got a Klay Thompson jersey in the closet. He's one of my favorite shooters ever. That's why I got him at 3.
I love you, and I get what you're trying to say. I understand your argument. He is not a better shooter. 3-point, stop, pop, drop, come around the screen, shoot a 3. He is not spot up. He's not a better shooter than Klay. Now, like how Pac said, all around shooter, yes, I'll give you that. But if we're talking strictly 3-point shot, he's not a better 3-point shooter than Klay.
What I'm saying is, if they were just standing still shooting, Klay take the edge. He probably make 2 more than Dame. If they are moving and have to dribble 2, it's not close.
Oh no, of course.
That's why I give the edge to Dame.
But we're not about moving though, because it's not like when Dame is moving.
But I am
majority. But that's not what he shoots majority of the time. Is 3s when he's moving. He does everything. We haven't seen Dame dunk on people, layups, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Klay is a 3-point shoot. He's a shooter. You know what I'm saying? So his
Dame
job
is a shooter.
His job isn't to do that though, because that's what. First of all, neither one of them was like that. Klay. It wasn't until later that the dribble thing became a thing. They are spot-up shooters. You know what I'm saying? So if you go in that regard, the first part of Dame's career was better than Steph. Because Steph, it wasn't until a couple of years after the ankles and everything when we saw a lot of him doing the dribbling coming off his shoot. For the most part, we just saw him doing the Reggie thing, just running around and catching the ball and shooting. So if we're going to put it in that regard, then Dame is better than both of them because he's from the gate. He's always been, you know what I'm saying, step back dude, crossover dude from the top, from off to rip. But if we're talking about come around the screen, around 4-5 screens, stop, shoot, Klay. I'm taking Klay every time, especially that particular year, Klay.
And that particular sequence, yeah. If we're just talking about coming around the screens, I'm talking about a totality.
About 3-point shooting, though.
Well, no, we're talking about the greatest 3-point shooters ever. The greatest shooters ever. And if we're talking about greatest shooters ever, that has to encompass everything. So Klay can hang with both Steph and Klay running around screens with. Now, they would beat him, of course. But when we incorporate everything else, Klay is not close to Dame, but Dame is close to Klay.
Has Dame ever had a better game than that game?
Which one? Because you're talking about 37 in 1 quarter, or you're talking about the 11 dribbles?
The 11 dribbles.
What Dame scores? 70?
He was doing everything that game. He was dribbling into it. He was dunking. He was step backs. Everything.
Yeah. Dame had a 73-point game. And where he went, Dame crazy. 73 or was it 74-point game?
11 dribbles, John.
Which, yeah, that's tough.
Did he have like 50 by the end of that game?
By the end of the first half, you mean?
I said by the end of the game. It wasn't it like 50? Did it end up being like 53 or something like that?
Klay Thompson?
Yeah.
Yeah, 61.
There you go.
Yeah, 61.
But he's the second option.
That's the second option.
73.
Actually, I use the third option.
To 63 in 11 dribbles. And he's not even the main guy shooting.
He was actually a third option in that one. That's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, look.
Come on.
Look, he's actually a third option.
Come on, bro.
Because that was the year Kevin Durant was there.
Town business all day. Third option, 63 points. 11 dribbles. I don't think nobody had a better game than that ever. Even Will.
Uh,
I don't think
wait,
nobody.
wait. Steve Kerr is up there. Don't forget that. Did you just compare Dame to Clay? Yes, I did. You mind if I get in on this? Hey, Roman, trying to get in on the live real quick.
Actually, we way past our
Yeah, we
episode.
way
Way,
past.
we
We
actually
gotta
did.
have this conversation now.
Yeah. Now, okay. So, well, I'll give the viewers that are left here. Put your for the people who want to actually join the live next week. Put your top five. We're gonna do a poll. Pause. We haven't done one of those in a minute. The people who want to join live, DM me. We're gonna do for of course me and him and two other people. If you'd like to join the live and be a part of the poll, get you your top five together, and then we'll actually do the top five poll, and we'll actually discuss who your top five is. So be free next Sunday at 4 o'clock, 6 Central, so we can put that together. But bro,
All right.
we just left it on the court. I love you, dog. You already know what
Hey,
it is. You know what I'm saying? I love doing these episodes with you. I love talking basketball with you, but we gotta get up out of here.
for
I
sure.
would like to thank everybody who joined the podcast today, who joined our comment sessions. Man, you already know what it is, man. We love y'all. We appreciate our constant people
Facts.
who show up and show us love, man. Can't appreciate you enough, for real, for real. I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Share the channel, man. If you got partners who like basketball and stuff like that, share the channel. Let them know what we doing over here. I need also I need everybody to check us out on TikTok, Facebook, and of course here every Sunday at 4 o'clock. Man, you already know what it is. The next time I see y'all, let's game.
That's game.